Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I don't know what to make of this episode. I'm gonna be honest. I really sat here for like the last past 7 minutes trying to convey how I feel about this episode, and it's like you have scenes that are either that are just a complete and utter waste of time, or why is this even in here? Like, okay, did we really need to sit there and see Wyatt and Jake talk about some sort of skateboard trick that clearly didn't work out for Wyatt, and this full house moment with with Gregory telling Wyatt why it's not a good idea to go and start playing anyway, and then he just winds up like it just seemed like it maybe there was another scene that was I swear I feel like there was another scene that was supposed to be here in replace of Jake and Wyatt. I don't know, maybe a better scene. I have no idea, but whatever it was, we clearly didn't get that, and we got this scene, and it is what it is. When Carly finds out, why Drew got sent to solitary, and it wasn't that it was like she was unhappy. She was just like, "What are you doing? Like, Cyrus, really? After everything that he's done to us, like, you out there." Protecting him. And, granted, she understood that because she's like, he's not the type of person that would just sit there and see trouble and just kind of just, walk away, whatever. But then she finds out that he saved his life. And at that point, she was just like, bro, really? like, really? What are you doing? And then we get this weird, unnecessary scene of Cyrus pretty much just shaving and looking like Hannibal Lecter or something. I don't know what that scene was about. I felt like it was completely unnecessary. Like I said, I feel like this episode, like there was just stuff in this episode was just not supposed to be here, and it was just a complete and utter rewrite. Because there was no need to sit there and see stages of him shaving his hair and his mustache and everything like that. Like all of that was just completely unnecessary. Yeah. Ava needs to start doing some meditation, some namaste or something like that, because first she's sitting there constantly whining and being overly worried about this situation with Betty and everything, and I get it. Her mom's on the line. I mean, I don't know how close she is to her mom, but it's like I know she wants this thing over with, but she has to have Sonny calm her down, and then she has to then go to Austin and have Austin calm her down. And I'm just like, bro, you need to either like namaste the situation, start drinking some more martinis or something. Nina got a bit of good news from Martin. Since Drew took the plea deal, there's going to be no trial. Since there's no trial, there's no reason to sit there and really, the SEC to really be pushing Martin to give up it, give up who told on Drew and Carly. So for right now, she's safe. For now. She had this really weird conversation with Willow. It seemed like it went nowhere, to be honest. All Willow was saying was that, we need to find a way for this to not be so weird. And they need to do that soon because these conversations are just very weird. And they're not even uncomfortable. It's just like weird and unnecessary. Right? Mason was there with Austin, telling Austin that he needs to sit there and deliver the flash drive. Why Mason couldn't do it is beyond me. He was like, no, I need to sit there and deliver the flash drive. So he goes to Pentville and he sees Cyrus. Don't really know what that's about. Unless he's delivering it to Cyrus, but I don't know. Maybe Cyrus is the boss. Who knows? I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, he has no other reason to sit there and go there. He really doesn't, unless he's not there doing a follow up checkup. That's the only reason that I can see him being there. Because how even Carly and Drew sitting there looking at Austin like like what are you doing? I don't understand. Well, why are you here for? I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed that Finn wasn't more upset with Alexis. I mean, yeah, I understand that he has a certain level of understanding. It's like, hey, listen, I get it. My dad put you in a tight spot. I get it. But even in the beginning of the meeting, he was like, I missed out on some time that I could have with my dad because a friend didn't sit there and tell me about my father's condition. So you would sit there and think that he would be a little bit more upset, and he wasn't. He was just really understanding. I don't know. I just feel like even though he couldn't do anything, maybe during that trip or whatever, he wouldn't have blown off that trip. He spent the majority of the time sitting there blaming himself, talking about he was all caught up in life, in his own life, and everything that was going on, which I get, but I felt like some of that frustration could have been at least thrown her way. And not in an angry and yelling sort of way, but come on, like, as long as you're talking about like this namaste stuff with certain characters, it's not really working. It's not really working for me too well. It's really not. The scene with TJ and Gregory kind of seemed pointless with the doctor. It's like we already know that the dude has ALS, so what is he there for? Like, what was the purpose of these tests? He already went to other places, so he already knows. I don't. I felt like that scene was completely unnecessary. Also, I wonder who the dude that Mason is talking to in the alley. Kind of a weird thing to do. Maybe we'll find out who it is tomorrow. But it's kind of a weird thing to do, is just to sit there and do a camera angle like that, like, hey, listen, I appreciate your time for you being here and stuff. And it's like, really? Like, they haven't done something like that in a very long time. So, we get to Anna and Dante. And Dante's pretty much like, Valentine is being really sus right now. He was lying to you, and Anna doesn't want to sit there and believe in the worst in Valentine, and I get that, but I mean the dude's lying to you. You know he's lying to you. The dude has a sus pass. He is work. He does have briefcase and stuff like that of Pikeman. So it's like on one hand I appreciate the ride or die attitude defending him, but I'm like, come on, man. Like at the very least, it's not looking good. So now the running theory is maybe that Valentine is being pressured by Pikeman to set up Sonny, burn down the house. I have no idea why, but because at first Dante was like, maybe he did all this stuff so this way you could be totally dependent on him. Okay, but like, really, that didn't really make a lot of sense. The Pikeman thing, as far as threatening his daughter, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. And let's be honest, I don't even think we actually seen Charlotte since. Oh, never mind. They're staying at Sam's place, Sam and Dante's place. Even though I still just call it technically Sam's place. I think that's pretty much about it. I know that we have like new FICO writers or whatever, and so things are going to be a little bit jumbled up. But for the most part, they've actually been doing a pretty good job. Just coming in there, just taking the material for what it is, and just writing out scripts and stuff like that. I think they've actually been doing a pretty good job. So I just don't understand. I feel like this episode wasn't a terrible episode, but there was things like structures wise, there was just things that just didn't really add up too much. Like they really didn't. It's unfortunate, but could have been better. I'll sit there and say that much. Could have been better. Could have been some scenes that they could have cut out some characters they could have cut out and gone in some characters that would have made the episode a lot more compelling. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, GH, YNR, Days, BMB, and pretty much anything I missed out of today's GH, because I feel like I missed some stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.